Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Hino with Mr. Hino's LEGORobotics. Again, I'm excited about this Into Orbit season for the first LEGO League, and this is going to be my annual points and missions video, just so that those of you that are students, coaches, volunteers, you can have just a better understanding of the models and what does your robot have to do to get those points. It actually helps me out too, because I'm able to then go and through each model and mission and dissect what everything has to be done to get those points. So hopefully this helps you. It helps you strategize, helps you figure out what has to be done. And if I screw up, which every year I do screw up something, just let me know in the comments section so I can, I don't know, we can clarify it somehow, so that everybody knows exactly what's going on and I didn't screw somebody up and send them a different direction. And I don't want to do that. I just want to help everybody out, and if I mess up, help me out, and I can try to fix that. So anyway, we're going to go through each mission, go through the points, what needs to happen to get certain points, and then hopefully everybody is just better off. And it really helps me out to go through each thing and just make sure that I'm clear on what has to be done. So let's go to the board and let's start with mission number 1. Okay, everybody, here we go. This is mission number 1. This is the space travel mission, and we have the vehicle payload that's already on the ramp. So what your robot will do is lift this up, and that will go all the way down. They said it doesn't have to go all the way down, so I guess close to the end would be fine. And that's going to be for 22 points for your vehicle payload going down the ramp. And then we have the supply crew and supply payload and the crew payload. So if your robot can, and they call this the first connection here. So if your robot can place that on to the ramp and have that go down, and also this supply payload. So they're saying that whatever payload you're putting onto the ramp here, it must be independent by the first connection here. So I'm guessing if your robot puts it on here and lets go, it's fine. Okay, so the points for that would be 14 points for your supply, or actually I did this backwards. Let me just put it in the order of points. So your supply payload would be an extra 14 points, and for your crew payload, it would be an extra 10 points. You don't have to do it in the order that I did. I just wanted to have it in the order of points. So one more time, 22 for the vehicle payload, 14 for the supply payload, and 10 points for the crew payload. So if you did the math, this could end up being 46 total points if all of your payloads went down the ramp. Let's go to the next mission. Okay, this is going to be mission number 2, the solar panel array mission. When you look at the diagram, it can be a little confusing, but let me go ahead and see if I can clarify this for the position of your solar panel. So if you look at the solar panel right now, it's facing vertical, straight up. It has 2 positions. Other than that is pushing it away, which is where you'd get all your points. And there's also a position facing the board. Your team would get nothing if your solar panel is facing your own table. So here is where you would just get the basic simple points. If your robot can push the solar panel facing away, that would be 18 points. Now the other team will have their solar panel on the opposite side of the board. If you can push their solar panel in the same direction, but theirs would be facing their board, you would get an additional 22 points. So it sounds like you'd get a lot of points, but that's the task. You would have to push the other team's solar panel forward and having yours facing away, and there's where you get the 40 points. But if both teams just push their own solar panels away, it's just going to be 18 points. You'll get nothing if your solar panel somehow faces towards you. That's going to be where you get 0 points. So hopefully I've clarified the solar panel array mission. Let's move on to the next mission. Okay, let's go to mission number 3. It's going to be the 3D printing mission. So what's going to happen here is we have the core samples here. So your robot's going to have to retrieve one of these core samples and place it into the 3D printer, which will release that 2x4 brick. So that's going to be 18 points right there. And if your robot can somehow transfer this 2x4 brick to the northeast planet here, that would be 22 points. And it needs to be completely in this northeast planet. All right, let's move on to the next mission. Okay, everybody, the next mission is mission number 4, which is the crater crossing. So your robot, and it's funny in the description it says, or whatever agent craft it sends out. So I don't want to put words in your mouth as far as, throws or launches, but it's giving the option of the robot or something that your robot might send out that will completely cross from east to west, knocking this gate over and landing west of the gate. It needs to go in between the 2 towers, and in the description it said going past the flattened gate. So whatever you're launching needs to go past this flattened gate, and this is going to be for 20 points. Let's go on to the next mission. All right, let's go to the next mission, which is mission 5, extraction. So we have these core samples here. There should be 4. And here's what your robot's going to do. If your robot can just release all 4 core samples off this axle here, that's going to be worth 16 points. Let's go to how you get extra points. Okay, so here's how you would get the extra points with these core pieces. This one's called the gas core sample. So if this can be in the lander area, that's going to be worth 12 points. That same gas core sample, let me grab this back. If this can be put into base, this is going to be worth 10 points. And this water core sample, if this water core sample is over here in this food growth, let me make sure I get this word right here. If it's supported only by the food growth chamber, that's going to be worth 8 points. So let's review again. All the core samples coming off this axle, that's going to be worth 16 points. This gas core sample, if it's in the lander area, that's going to be worth 12 points. If this gas core sample's in base, that's going to be 10 points. And if this water core sample is supported only by the water, let me make sure, nope, the food growth chamber, sorry about that, that's going to be worth 8 points. All right, guys, let's move on to the next mission. Okay, here we go. This is mission 6, the Space Station Modules mission. I have all my Post-its here, so I would just know exactly what's going on, and hopefully it helps you. So here we go. Here's the first part of the Space Station Modules mission. This tube module, which will start in base, will go into the west side of this habitation hub. Yeah, it's my luck that I put it so that it doesn't fit in there. Let me just pull it back a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Tube module into the habitation hub, west side, for 16 points. So one more time, starts in base, and we will insert it into the habitation hub on the west side here. Now the transfer dock module and the cone module are already placed in the habitation hub. So here's the next one. If this cone module is taken to base, that's 16 points. And then what they mean by transfer and insert is we're going to have to remove this transfer, or I'm sorry, let's transfer the dock module. So this needs to then be taken and placed into the east side there. So yeah, that's called the dock module. So if this is taken out and placed into here, that's 14 points. Okay, let's go on to the next mission. Okay, the next mission is mission number 7. This is going to be the Spacewalk Emergency. So this is how, they call him Gerhardt. This is how he's going to start in this habitation hub. And so what they want you to do is to remove him and place him into the airlock chamber. And that's going to be for 22 points. And if he's partially in, I guess maybe something like that, that's going to be 18 points. So completely in, 22, partially in is going to be 18 points. Okay, let's go on to our next mission. Okay, everybody, the next mission is mission number 8, Aerobic Exercise. So we have this aerobic exercise model right here. So the yellow bar is going to be obviously off the half circle here. So your robot's going to either have to activate one or both of these handles. Here, let me move this way. And when it gets pressed, it will move the yellow bar. For the gray section, 18 points. Over here to the white, 20. And if it can get into the orange, 22. They said in the rules that, they'll give the benefit of the doubt, so that if it gets close, they'll give that to you as far as the 22 points. So there is your aerobic exercise mission. All right, let's go off to the next mission. Okay, our next mission is mission number 9, the strength exercise mission. So we have this bar here. If this bar gets lifted, and let me kind of give you the side shot here. They're saying if 4 holes are visible, that means you've lifted it enough to get the 16 points. So let me see if I can get a better angle at here. So there we go. Lifting it high enough to count the 4 holes, 16 points. Strength exercise mission, mission number 9. Let's go off to mission number 10. Okay, our next mission, mission number 10, is called the food production mission. So here's what we have. We have this push bar right here. If this push bar is pushed in, and notice how it will rotate. So there's green. It will have to go over and under, back around. And they're saying if we can get it into the green scoring range, we got 16 points. So let me move that back out again, and we'll just let you see how it rotates. It's going to rotate, but it has to go back around until we see that green into the scoring range. Again, for 16 points. All right, let's go to mission number 11. Okay, mission number 11, escape velocity. Hey coaches, is this the model that your kids mess with the most? I have kids just messing with this all the time. I think it's like their fidget spinner or something. They just like to hit it and have it go up. Anyway, this model here, what we're going to do is your robot's going to hit the strike pad hard enough for this vehicle to basically stay up here. Nope, didn't hit it hard enough. So it needs to stay up there for 24 points. Love this model. Okay, I can see how my kids really like to keep hitting this over and over again. All right, guys, let's go to mission number 12. All right, everybody, this is mission number 12, satellite orbits. We have 2 satellites in base, and we have a satellite sitting right out there. So basically the goal or objective here is to get these satellites to be in outer orbit, and they're considering outer orbit these 2 lines right here. So they're saying if it's on or touching, they're just saying any part of these satellites that are touching outer orbit here, we're going to get 8 points a satellite. So this would be worth 24 points right here. So they're saying if any part of this satellite is touching this outer orbit, we're getting the 8 points per satellite. From the picture that I saw, that's not going to count. You can see how that's not touching outer orbit. But they're saying that would count. Okay? All right, let's go to mission number 13. All right, everybody, mission 13, the Observatory mission. So we have this model here, and this Look what it did to my mat already. This thing's super sharp. It feels like a razor blade. Anyway, there's a black dot here where this will sit and rest. And your robot will have to rotate this needle, or I guess that's one of those tooth pieces. And we're going to try to get into the colored section. So let's go to the colored section. Orange is going to be 20. White is going to be 18. And gray is going to be 16. According to the pictures, they're saying that anything on the line is going to be considered gray. So that would be considered 16. I guess that would be maybe on the line. And if this is on the line right there, they're going to consider that 16. So I guess it'd be best just to be in the middle, huh? All right, guys. So again, Observatory mission 2018 and 16. All right, we're almost done. Let's go to mission 14. Okay, everybody, this is mission number 14, Meteoroid Deflection. So you will have a meteoroid in base. You will also have a meteoroid out there in the field, sitting on a ring. So what your robot's mission is, there's this black line right here. Your meteoroid must not have the meteoroid east of that line. So somehow, some way, your robot's going to try to get that meteoroid into one of these three sections here. So if you can get it to the outside sections, that's 8 points. And obviously in the middle, that would be worth the 12. So if your robot can put this meteoroid into that chamber here, that's going to be 8 points. And then for the other meteoroid, that they're going to combine your score. So that'd be 16. This would end up being 20. And this is what you really want, 24. Okay, so that is mission 14, Meteoroid Deflection. Let's go on to our very last mission, mission 15. All right, everybody, our last mission, mission 15, the lander touchdown mission. So here we go. There's our lander. Thanks to those of you, I made a video, and I was such a goofball. I had this lander and thinking that it was supposed to be stuck together, and I didn't read the rules that, showed that it was supposed to be separate pieces. So thanks again to all of you that basically corrected my ways. Seriously, Mr. Hino? Anyway, so here we go. The lander is in the module, or this model, separate pieces. And then basically what's going to happen here is we're going to try to keep this intact. But let me show you just what happens when you push down this bar. It will release, and it does fall apart. So here's basically how you're going to get your points scored. Here, let me just put this back together again. So you're going to get 22 points if the lander can be inside this target area and fully intact, touching the mat. You'll get 20 points if it's just in the planet area, and they're saying if it's partially in that circle, you're still going to get 20. So one more time, 22 completely in the circle, 20 if it's in the planet or just partially in, it's still going to be 20. You're going to get nothing though if it comes, if it's not intact. You're not going to get anything for points there unless you take this to base. And there, it doesn't matter if it comes off, that's fine. As long as the pieces are in base, you'll get 16 points. So to review, the only way you can get the 22 and 20 is if this is fully intact. If you can go to base, it can be separated, and if it's in base, you'll get 16. Okay, guys, that's mission 15. Okay, guys, so there you have it. There's all 15 missions of the Into Orbit for this 2018-2019 season. Hopefully that was helpful. As a FLO coach, that's one of your big obstacles, is to figure out all of the rules, all of the points, and when you strategize, what is something that you encourage your students to think about. But you can't do that if you don't know what everything's worth and what do you actually have to do for each mission. So again, if I screwed up, got something wrong, just let me know in the comment section. Be nice. But anyway, hopefully this helped you just kind of lay it out for your students, what they're supposed to do. Students, hopefully that was helpful to see the whole board and know all of your missions, so you can make an educated decision on let's do that. That's worth the time. Let's not do that. It's not worth the points or the time. And then, you know, you as a team can make that final decision on what you're going to try to accomplish in your 2.5 minutes. Okay. So now that you know this, let's get going. Let's have fun. Let's just continue to keep pushing ourselves to get better each day. And let's get ready for your qualifying events, your competitions, because it's going to be epic. All right, guys, I am Mr. Hino from Mr. LEGO Robotics. I am out.